you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visitors and our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His team in the middle of a good run, 4-2 over their last 6 games. His counterpart on the other side, the coach of the home team. Her squad ready to go as kickoff approaches. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, the quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Honolulu.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll motion the slot man right. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Shamrocks. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Shamrocks will take a 7-0 lead.
Shamrocks 7, Golden Eagles 0.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the former Stanford QB, 6th-round pick back in the day. It's Tanner McKee.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Off play action, it's McKee. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get 25 on that connection, and that will be a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now a give up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1, and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
For a San Juan first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
RPO, they throw it to right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
A 2-yard pickup.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's McKee. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Oh, man, Mike, that is a heartbreaker. I mean, from this distance, he really does everything right. I mean, off his foot, it looked dead down the middle. It just runs out of steam there at the end. He ends up being denied by the crossbar.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. And And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. And it's also first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Look wide. Get this one complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll try again here, second and 10. Play action, McKee. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Gain of 9.
Third and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's fourth down.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain. It's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Out of the gun, McKee. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now give on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
24. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2.
From the 24 now, here's second and 8.
60 Eagle.
Now McKee. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown San Juan.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Golden Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Shamrocks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. We'll look underneath here for Johnson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 43. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
The 43-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
Honolulu, 1st down.
Can't imagine it's very fun tackling a guy like this, Mike, when he gets a full head of steam. Great vision, the physicality to finish the run through contact. And I think defensively, they're just happy they were able to get him on the ground.
And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snap.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
24 yards.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Shamrocks.
A give, and here's Johnson. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
Honolulu, 1st down. 1st down, Honolulu.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Just shy of the goal line.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll go with him again. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Honolulu. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. That is a 1st National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that 1st one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the 1st of many for this young back.
Juan Jackson on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Play fake, now McKee to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Now this defense will use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. McKee. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately here, one of his teammates quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Off his foot, Mike, this ball was just never on target. He might have been hoping for it to work a little left to right, but it just didn't want to cooperate. It ends up staying wide left.
Well, Shamrock's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A 1st down run. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. No one there to pick up the pressure. He'll go down. They got it. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Now issues here with the snap, but he just does get it away and doesn't get all of it either.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Now, 1st down throw for McKee. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, McKee going for it all. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw is McKee. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
To the air again, McKee. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. and a first down.
For a San Juan first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again is McKee. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, 1st and goal.
Let's go. 70 line.
Again, it's McKee. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Cougar 19.
Here's McKee. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working, and leads himself to a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Golden Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Shamrocks offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
Honolulu first down. A gain of 19 yards.
He'll drop to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hansen as the EA Sports halftime report. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Jackson now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Golden Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down. turn and hand this one off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10 yards. And that will be a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Play action, McKee. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Corner Garrett Williams there on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
What
7.
can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Let's go.
From the gun, here's McKee. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to run.
That's good for a San Juan. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard
Little
line.
test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain
1st and 10.
That's another San Juan. First down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and a long way to go.
Down and 16.
Out of the gun, McKee. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Shamrocks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. As this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
Here we go. Wrap roll 80. Let's go.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
First time they've looked his way all game long. It comes through with the grab and the first down.
On the play. First down, Shamrock.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them. Ball, pick up the first down.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickups of 14 and a first down. The middle they go. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's brought down by way up to 2. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it. And it brings up third down.
4 yards to go.
Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle.
Number 30 on the carry.
Big time stop there, Mike, on third down. Now it sets up a fourth down decision for this head coach. Do I want to be aggressive and extend this drive, or am I content just sending out my field goal unit and trying to make this all square? I think at this stage in the second half, tie the game up. Hopefully my defense can get me the ball back and find a way to win here in the second half. This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Shamrocks. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Extra point try, forthcoming. He's got it. And the Shamrocks move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Now a timeout for injury. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. They will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. Room for run past midfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. Right back to him on first down. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
He's going to keep it himself. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but there is a penalty flag on the play. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it. When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Shamrocks offense ready for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game?
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. In motion comes Andrews. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
He'll look to throw. That one caught by Wilson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's good for a Honolulu first down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And a Honolulu first down.
In motion comes Andrews. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
First down.
A gain there of 21. That's enough for a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Honolulu. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. first down. Here's McKee. Quickly to the outside and complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Play fake. Now McKee to throw.
Tanner McKee sacked.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 7.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. On 2nd down, a run with Johnson. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. The defense uses its 2nd time out here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Shamrocks. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Now, the extra point. It's up and through. And the Shamrocks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. Now McKee. A toss left side caught by his running back. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now it's McKee. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw is McKee. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 47.
Off play action, it's McKee. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To the air again, McKee. A gain there of 10 yards, and that will be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that ball incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
70 Timberwolves. At the 60.
And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They snap it to McKee. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. So it's a win for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed.